Okay, so sorry guys, this is part 2. Hello. I don't know what just happened. I think I must have bumped it when I was doing my little panning. So there's a bit of a pan. I'm just going to split it into 2 videos now because this is about the 4th or 5th time I've tried to film this. And I really couldn't be bothered going back to the beginning. So I'll just do 2 videos for it. I'm sorry everyone, I was going to do it in just one, but I'll have to watch where my finger is so I don't accidentally hit the button again. What I was starting to say at the end of the other video is that this is where I got the Scraptastic kit for July. So there's a lot of Scraptastic, also my Studio Calico for July arrived, so there's some of that in here as well. They're the main things that I've been using, and oh my god, I love the Scraptastic kit. I got the Project Life kit and I got one of the main ones as well. And I can't wait for the next one to arrive. I'm so excited because I've never nearly used all of a kit so quickly as I have the Scraptastic. It's just, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, there's going to go my title card. Over here is, this is the other thing that was going to make me cry about my mum. My daughter asked me where my mum was, and I told her she was in heaven, and she told me that's okay, she'll come visit soon. And I explained to her that we can't see her, but she's always watching over us. And I was bawling by this stage. I'm still, even though it's been so long, I'm still very emotional about talking about my mum. So I'm surprised I'm holding it together pretty well now. And she goes, and I said, she looked at me like, why was I so sad? And I said, I'm just sad because I miss my mummy so much. And she kind of said to me, that's okay, I'll keep an eye on you, and come and jumped on my lap and gave me a great big cuddle. And I was just so touched at how caring and loving it was. And now I'm starting to get teary, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that a 4-year-old could, have that sort of consideration. It just touched me so much. I had to include that in our Project Life because I don't ever want to forget that, because it was very, very special to me. And this is one of the things about Project Life, I can add it in. If I was just doing a normal scrapbook page, I'd struggle to add something like that on there, because it was just a general conversation. So that's what that is. Sorry, I've rambled on about that, but I'll get all teary in a minute if I keep going. Here, this was out of the Scraptastic kit, and I just backed it with some of the grey cardstock that come with it. I just love how that looks. So, and then down here is a picture of my daughter, and this is one of the Ormolu banners that come in the kit, and then I just wrote the date on the stars there. So, and then all this sort of goes together. My daughter come home from her father's, and she was sick. She was coughing a lot, like she was coughing so much, so I decided to keep her home from preschool, even though it was the first day for her to go back for the term. But I kept her home because I didn't want her to pass it on. And then she's in, this is in the morning, she's just looking so happy, and then I've just added on little stickers and this and being silly. And she still had a cough, but after the day, just the day at home, she was right. Up here, here's one of these flares and a bit of twine, just on there. And I don't know if you can quite tell, but on my computer, where my daughter was actually popping up behind, I was actually looking at Becky's blog. So yeah, that got included in here. Over here I got a haul from Give a Girl Up, which I actually showed all the stamps, so at the end of that other very long video if you watched it. So there's just a photo of them. Here is about a busy day. I went and enrolled in TAFE and got a heap of photos printed out. Here's a picture of all the photos I got printed out. I'm going back and doing 2010 and 2011, but this was just some of this year's photos, and up to September in my 2010. I'm still going to print from there through to the end of 2011, so I'll get to that eventually. Sorry, I'm darting all over the place here on this one, aren't I? Here's my daughter, she was working on one of her puzzle books, so I just put a little paste sticker there. Here is her swimming, her first time in her swim cap. She did so well. Oh my god, she was completely different in the water. She didn't like the water getting in her ears. The teacher suggested we get a cap, and oh my god, it has made such a huge difference, and she's just getting so much better each week, and it's really a delight to see her improving so much, especially so quickly. This is from the Scraptastic kit as well, this blue stars. So state of origin, I am in New South Wales. I go for New South Wales, so that's why I've got the blue here, and I've got the little pull tab too, which I use one of the Becky Higgins cards for that, and then to journal on about how we lost. So we lost again for like the 7th or 8th year, 9th year in a row, and yeah, just journaled about the final score of the 3rd game, and hopefully we'll win next year. Can't do any worse. So, okay, this is getting near the end of July. What happened with this? Here's this side, and it's got 2 inserts. We had a couple of big events this weekend. We had one of my girlfriend's baby's baptisms, which is why there's like sticky notes all over the place, and my daughter had her first dance performance. So there was lots of photos at both, so I wanted to sort of keep them together. So this is sort of the rest of the whole week, a little quick bit of an overview. And again, oh hang on, I wanted to pull this out. I meant to pull it out before. Sorry. I'm sorry everybody. There is a reason why I'm pulling this one out. Okay. So this is the rest of the week, just here. So up here, my daughter and I in the car, and just a bit of journaling about it. She was in a box, so, and again, most of these cards, sorry I'm jumping all over the place, are from the Scraptastic kit or the Studio Calico kit. I sort of used the two, they coordinated so well. Kisses and cuddles with my girl. Dance hair, I'm getting better at doing it. So I take photos every now and then of how I'm slowly improving. Here's her name, and then I ticked always up to mischief for my daughter there. Here is a dinner I made one night this week. So this says flip me, and it flips open, and my daughter eating dinner. And then this is just one of the journaling cards that come the Scraptastic kit. I just stapled blah stuck them, I will spit it out, it's been a long day, stuck them onto a 4x6 just plain white Becky Higgins card, and then I did the washi to have it flip open. I wanted to include both the photos and the little bit of journaling about the food, because my daughter absolutely loved this pasta bake that I made. So I just wanted to include that in here, and yeah, that was a good way to do it. I'm going to do that more often if I've got multiple photos. I really do like doing that. Here's it swimming when I was journaling, because I did it in August, and it's from July. I had August in my head, so I circled 8. Then I just crossed it out and circled 7 and put silly me, laugh out loud. Because it's real life, like, you make those mistakes, it doesn't need to be perfect, and I think showing that, yeah, just makes it seem more real life to me. And then this is a little flag from the Ormolu. So, okay, over here, we'll speed this up, because the first part will be like so short, and then this will be so long. Here's just the invitation to the baptism. It's beautiful. And then here, this is a design G. So up the top here, just my daughter in the church waiting today card. I just did a bit of journaling. Here's a picture of baby Madison. But I've covered her up because, yeah, I haven't asked her mum for permission to show pictures. Here's a little card I just made with baby Madison's with some thickers and stickers and the doily. And then this is off a sticker sheet that I have. This come in the Scraptastic kit. I love this. Love this transparency. It's just beautiful. I'm so stoked I've got it, what I can do with it. So my daughter wanted a picture down by the river, So I put one there. Here's my daughter standing on the fence. We're waiting to go into the church, and she's actually wearing my mum's necklace there. She wanted to wear it, so that was very special. Over here there's some more, just a filler card and baby Madison with her parents and the cake. Her mum made a point of telling me to come take a photo with the cake because she knows that I'm a photo crazy person. Which is fine. It's one thing people love about me. But yeah, I had to just like, come take photos of the cake. So there's my picture of the cake and my daughter eating one of the cupcakes and just a bit of journaling about the day. What is going to go in here, I'm going to put in, I've got a photo, which is one which is filtered like this, which I've blown up. I'm going to do a 12 by 12 of my daughter from this dance performance. And then I realised quite recently, actually, I forgot to put in about the royal baby being born. Duh, and how could I forget that? I mean, come on, like, it's been everywhere. But when I was putting this together, excuse me, it was just one of those things that I forgot. So I was going to do 2 photos of her on a 12 by 12, so then you'd have the back and front. But I think I'll just do one, and then on the other side I'll put in some stuff about the royal baby. And then that will go here, so the baby will be this side, and then I'll flip it over and there'll be the picture of my daughter in her dance outfit and the pretty layout, which I'll show you. I haven't done it yet, so when I do that I'll show you this insert when I do it. So righto, here she is. This is just out of one of the, I think this is our blush kit. I just put in her dance performance, first dance performance and the date. And then there's lots of stickers and things. I think I went a bit overboard, but I'm good with that because I'm her mum and it's her first dance performance and I was excited and it's very special and yeah. So anyway, here she is all lined up and here she is just posing, and there'll be lots of these covers because there's lots of other kids in the photos and I've tried to cover them all up because I'm sure their parents don't want them everywhere all over YouTube. There she is just striking a pose. Here I have no idea what this filter is. There's another one on the other side. I was just getting my camera, my phone camera ready to take some photos, and it was on this filter and I've just gone snap, 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 and I just think it is beautiful. I've got to try and figure out what it is. So here is, they're all lined up, all the girls, and there's a boy at the beginning and the boy at the end. But you can't really see them in the picture, and I've just put here waiting patiently to dance. So there they are. This is a design G again as well. So here she is, and I've just put stickers, a bit filler card with just some stickers and enamel dots. Here they are doing the dance, keeping it real, and this is a border punch I just bought not long ago. And I have to say, I really love how it just adds that little bit, gives it that little bit of a finishing touch. I've been seeing people use them for ages, but I just hadn't got around to buying it. I couldn't afford to, and then I saw it and I'm like, I'm gonna go buy that this week. Treat myself. So that is the only thing I've bought since I've been on my spending band, other than my kits. So, oh no, and I got some stamps. No, but I think I ordered them before the spending band. Anyway, but that pretty much is the only thing I've bought. So I'm pretty pleased with myself in the last month that I've bought one thing. And I also bought some new cutter thingies for my paper trimmer. But that's an essential, so I don't really see that as breaking my spending there. Here they are. These are the big girls performing. Here they are just watching the big girls perform, and the dance teacher's in the background. And then on this side, up here she was getting ready to dance. So I took some photos of that, and here she wanted to do it. There she is looking at herself, and there she is with her makeup on, where she doesn't look any different. I don't think it made a huge difference, but anyways, yeah, she looked beautiful. Here is just her dancing. These are some photos of her dancing. That one she was just being a bit silly. A little bit of journaling about it. A lot of these cards are all from Blush Kit. I tried to stick with pink, black and grey as the colours for this, sort of just themed it, because they were wearing the hot pink tutus, which sort of went with this pink from the blush. So when I do the big 12 by 12, I'll keep those, I'll stick to those colours as well. I think it'll just tie it all in really nicely. Here she is dancing. These are just some Instagram photos. And this was one of the stamp sets, I think from the Studio Calico. I just stamped it and embossed it. Stamped it on black and embossed it with white. So I just thought that looked really pretty. I don't know where my pop dots are, so I'm going to pop dot that. And I've got a couple other things I've got to pop dot when I find them. And here, this is the Insta Love. This was cut out from the Scraptastic kit, and then I just added that border punch again there. And I just love the little photos of them at the back, just standing there all lined up. I just think it's so cute. Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite little pockets, this here. And this is design F, and I was going to do this completely differently and have like lots of little 3x4s, but then it just all changed, so that's why a lot of these are cut. But I quite like those as well, so that's what happens here. And then this is the last week of July, the very beginning of August. So what happened here is we spent a day at my boyfriend's place, so this is all sort of about that. And then this is the rest of the week here. So up here we went to the park down the road from his place, and the dog come with us. So a picture of her, there was a nest up in one of the trees, so I just took a picture of that, put this Capture Life sticker on it. When we got to the park though, a lot of the things were broken, so there wasn't much to do except play on these little bouncy things, and we built sandcastles. So I just put this sticker, these are the days, because we did have fun doing it. Then this is from over on this day too, but I didn't have enough room, so I popped it there. Here I've just put, we built a cubby house between our cars, my boyfriend's car and my car. We put a big tarp up and built a cubby because she wanted to build a cubby, so that was fun. So we spent most of the day in that, just playing. Down here we went to the shop to get some food, and I bought her some Play-Doh because she hadn't, all hers had dried out because she left it out, and I'd refused to buy her any because she left it out. So, but on this trip I thought, oh well, we'll get one thing, one little jar of it. So here we are, and this is, my boyfriend was making animals. She asked for certain animals to be made. So again, most of this stuff is from the Scraptastic kit. And this is my little border punch again. My boyfriend busy making animals, so I snapped that. He hates photos being taken. So a little bit of journaling about the day. My daughter there. My boyfriend and I made burgers for dinner, like from scratch. So I've got to print out the photo of that and pop it here. Up the top here, I'm started going to TAFE again. So there's just a picture of what I was working on. A picture of the 12 by 12 layout I did. My textbooks that I ordered arrived. He's just about being busy and getting my foot better and all those sorts of things. Here we went out to dinner with my dad at Clock Tower local pub. So we went out and had dinner, and here she is just drawing and that while we waited for it. There's a bit of a story that she chucked a tanny because she wanted dessert, and I told her no, we're going home, because she hadn't eaten her dinner, so she wasn't getting dessert. So she chucked a huge tanny as we were leaving, screaming and crying, and I could barely walk, and I carried her out in the car. Of course, if she had have eaten dinner, I would have got a dessert. But I'd sat there for about 20 minutes and told her to eat her dinner, and she just didn't. And yeah, enough's enough sometimes with them. You got to show them who's boss occasionally. So anyway, I'll wrap it up there because I'm just babbling on now. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my July. I'll be starting to work on August very soon. I haven't done any of it, so that's all just, yeah, I haven't even put the page protectors in yet. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I love reading about them. And I hope you all have a good day. See you later.